Most people hate monthly payments. Car payments, subscriptions, installments, they feel like chains. So the goal becomes simple: pay everything off as fast as possible. And emotionally, that feels smart. But financially, something strange happens. The people with the most money in the world rarely rush to eliminate payments. In fact, they often prefer them. Not because they can't afford to pay cash, but because payments change how money behaves. Here's the difference. Poor and middle-income thinking focuses on price. Wealthy thinking focuses on cash flow. Price is what something costs once. Cash flow is what money does continuously. And in finance, continuous beats one time almost every time. Let's say you buy a $40,000 car in cash. You own the car. No payments. Feels great. But your $40,000 is now frozen in a depreciating object. It no longer moves. It no longer produces. Now imagine instead you keep the $40,000 and take a payment plan. Suddenly, your money stays liquid, able to earn, invest, or generate returns elsewhere. The payment isn't the loss. The lost opportunity is the loss. This is called opportunity cost, and it's invisible, which is why most people ignore it. Now, expand this idea. Businesses operate entirely on this logic. They don't buy buildings in cash. They don't buy equipment outright. They finance. Not because they're broke, because capital has a job. Money deployed into growth returns more than money locked into ownership. So payments are not expenses. They're tools that preserve movement, and movement is what creates wealth. Here's why this matters psychologically. Owning something outright feels secure, but security and growth often move in opposite directions. Ownership stops risk, but it also stops velocity. The wealthy optimize for velocity. Because money that moves repeatedly grows faster than money that sits safely. This is why you'll see financially sophisticated people comfortable with payments, but uncomfortable with idle cash. They're not addicted to debt, they're addicted to efficiency. Of course, this only works if the payment is controlled. Bad debt consumes income. Strategic debt preserves capital. The difference isn't the payment itself, it's whether the money you kept can outperform the cost of the payment. So the goal isn't no payments ever. The goal is never stop your money from working. Because wealth isn't built by removing every bill. It's built by keeping capital active longer than expenses exist. And once you see payments this way, they stop feeling like chains. They become time, bought with money. So your money can earn more than it costs. That's why financially advanced people don't celebrate paying things off. They celebrate making their money move faster than their obligations grow. Because, in finance, speed beats ownership.